It's about to go down. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back. Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean, that's me. Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C-Chum, and celebrity guests that you get nowhere else. That's right, but here on Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends. Go to our YouTube page, Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, and check the exclusive situation all the way out. Or catch it live. Get your comments on Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends are back.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap, tap, tap.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. You know when Friday happens, you know what that means. Yes, you know what that means, people. It's Friday. We done made another Friday, another Friday, another Friday. God has blessed us with another Friday. Another weekend has begun.
If you see me and you trying to see what's up, he wanna fuck with me, then I'ma have him stuck.
Yes, it is. I woke up late because I had a comedy show last night. Well, I went to go support Jonesy and the Pink Champ band who did they thing, killed it. I wound up on stage. Beautiful. And it was beautiful. Shout out to my man Ray John at 275 Ave. I forget, it's 275 Comedy Club that he has on there. And Jonesy and the band did their thing, and I went up there. It was unexpected. They were just like, "Can you intro her?" And then I started running my mouth, and then we had a good time, and everything was great. And if you're ever in Brooklyn, it's the third Thursday every month. You see the Pink Champs band, and you're gonna see me up in there. So it was a good night. It was a good night. I'm waiting for everybody to join up. Everybody to get in here. Everybody to get in here. I don't know if Jay Black is joining. I don't know. Chung ain't gonna be here. Sexy Mo ain't gonna be here. Here, Jay Blizzy J, and he has entered the building. Hi, Jay.
Miss Parker, Miss Clark, everybody, good morning.
Morning. Before I get to y'all, good morning. Before I get to Jay Black's night, I was in Brooklyn last night.
Okay, where Brooklyn at?
And Jonesy was performing with her band, Pink Champs band. I got on there, did my thing. We had a great time. Shout out to the audience and shout out to everybody who supported. It's every third Thursday of every month in Brooklyn. I'll post some stuff. I didn't get to post last night because I came home, went straight to sleep because I was tired. And but the irony, we'll get to Dr. Umar. I told y'all somebody would come out and the angle would be they were going to defend why Diddy shouldn't go to jail. I told y'all. We'll get to that later.
There's always pulling views.
Because this is all propaganda. This is all for views and likes. That's all this is for. That's all this is for. It's for content. That's all. So nobody cares about Diddy. Nobody really, other than his family members, nobody really cares. We're just happy it ain't us. That's all. Let's keep it 100. That's all we're happy about. We're just happy it ain't us. But I know everybody's going to act like, now, care about the victims. There are people who care about the victims. But we'll get to that later. The irony of this, Jay Black, is that I'm in Brooklyn.
Okay.
My cousin Claude is an official New York City tour guide, and she will point out things. She will point out things and say, Mike, remember when this was here? She said, we're going to make a left down the street. First, she took me to where all the courthouse scenes for Law and Order were. We're just on our way. She's like, that's what they do. All the courthouse scenes. Remember when they come out of court? I said, yo. I said, yo. That's it.
That's it right there, yeah.
I said, wow. Because I have not been to Brooklyn since like 2009. I have been to Brooklyn.
Okay.
So we get there, and I'm like, Brooklyn, I'm like, Biggie, like Jay. Do you know the irony? Do you know Diddy is locked up in jail in Brooklyn? That's where they have him.
That's like their central. That's their main
I know.
central bookings or
I know.
whatever.
No, you're the only one in this show who saw Central Booking. Well, I did too. I was there for a short time.
I don't even remember where they had me at. I can't even tell you. That's so long ago. Shut up. You good jokes.
And I thought the irony of, I was like, yo, the universe is vicious. But the universe isn't vicious. I take that back. The universe just gives what you give. It just gives back what you give. You make the decision. I was like, he is locked up in a Brooklyn jail. And I remember that being in one of Biggie's verses. In a Brooklyn jail. I can't remember the whole verse, but I thought that was crazy. And then I'm driving my car, and when I get there, it's still early because it's a happy hour it's an after work thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand I'm gonna see white folks.
Yeah, you are.
In Brooklyn. I understand it. But when I leave, and we in traffic at 11 o'clock, and dog, gentrification is real.
Okay.
It's white folks. No disrespect. It don't even, when you say Brooklyn, you don't picture people riding bikes with backpacks and going through bike lines at 11 o'clock at night like the cling cling and my cousin told me what everything was valued at by the Barclay and all that other stuff. Where were we? 275 Park Ave in Brooklyn. That's where we're at on the corner.
Morning, Rashida.
It was I saw the immigrants.
Afro Queen.
I saw the immigrants outside.
Saw the Haitians? Were they eating? No, that's not
I don't know what immigrants. I don't know Venezuelans. I don't know what they were.
Venezuela. Okay.
But I saw in person one of the places where they are. I guess, I don't know. Placed. I was gonna say stash, but that wouldn't sound good. Placed. I saw them out there. I was like, this is real. I said, this is really real. I was like, wow. I was like, oh shit. I said, this ain't CNN. This ain't MSNBC. This ain't Fox. This is me driving my car going. And I'm like, what's that? Is that like a homeless thing? And no, that's where they are. She's like, that's one of the places where they put the immigrants at that have come. I got so many questions.
Oh.
Yes, that's where they're at.
So that's where they housing when immigrants come to New York. This is where they come.
I've never seen this in my life. I'm 53 years old. I've never seen this. Nah, but I'm not saying in a bad way or a good way. I'm just saying this is what I saw last night. I saw Brooklyn with look a lot different than it looked the last time I was there in 2009. I'm just gonna say that. And my cousin Claude was able to point out different parts, even in places where she lives in Jersey, saying, "See that new building? That's the building. That is the beginning of where they're gonna outprice for people who are living here. Right here. That's the building." That's the bill, and you see it. And when I saw Brooklyn look the way it looked, I said, wow, how does, like, I get, when I say how does it happen, I understand the systematic way it happens. What I don't understand, those weren't the exact people. But,
okay. So they're taking over New York. All right.
When I say I don't understand, I said, but why? Like, why? Listen, none of us are from here originally. Our family tree didn't start here. So all of us, Puerto Rico wasn't even a commonwealth when my grandparents came over. But it was bizarre to see it because I was like, why is this happening? Like I don't have the time, technology, or resources to understand the real agenda on why this is happening. But that's what I saw. I saw Brooklyn being changed, and I kept wondering, why are these streets safe now when different races live there, opposed to when we lived there? And how much responsibility did we have in why these same streets now look like the suburbs with people riding their bikes at 10, 11 o'clock at night? Why these same streets I was nervous to walk down if I wasn't from there when we were the majority? I don't know. It was just
It changed. Good morning, Diane.
but
It
why is it
changed.
when we have it? And I know there'll be explanations where they fled drugs into. There's still drugs all around. I just don't know why the spot is.
So basically, you're like that person who went back to the old neighborhood and was like, man, it's changed a lot. And you're just amazed. That's basically what I'm hearing.
I'm amazed at why is it when we have the block, it's dangerous. And when they take the block, it's safe. Why is it my window? Why is it now my window was cracked down because I wanted a little air because it was a nice night? But in 2009, you better be damn sure that window wasn't cracked down.
Doors locked, everything locked. Shut, take chains tucked.
And I'm on alert at these stoplights and these stop signs. And they even added more stop signs now because of the bikes.
People like to ride bikes. That's how they get around. It's New York, right?
And I don't know how much is our responsibility because how we act when we got the block, how much responsibility it is on how
we trying to get us. We out trying to get each other. We trying to get us. Whereas now they just want to be happy. They just want to go where they gotta go. We said backpacks on.
People of all races. People of all races on the bikes. But I'm just saying it's free flowing. Women coming off the bus, walking, and it's 10, 11 o'clock at night. They got their headphones on. It's all good. If it wasn't for the traffic and the tall buildings, I would have thought I was still in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. It was bizarre. And how much responsibility do we take that our blocks don't feel safe? But when the gentrification comes in, now I understand there's a system of, is it simply because of the drugs and the violence that are shipped in? Or is it that we create? I'm asking on behalf of us. Or do we create some of this? How much is our responsibility? Because these blocks, I always said, if your block was safe and clean, you wouldn't be risking your freedom just to get off your block on where you grew up at.
Yeah, I wouldn't have left.
You might want a bigger house. Yeah. So you might want a backyard, a bigger backyard. But if your kids can actually play in the streets freely and everything is taken care of and you ain't worried about so-and-so shooting up the block. Like Jay just said, how many people, listen, when I made money in radio, you know what I did? I bought a place 10 minutes away from my mom's house. I'm around the corner. So and it's still something that was just on my mind as I was driving. I said, why is it when we have when we got Johnny from Australia, whatever, when we have these blocks, it was just a thought. And then the other thought was Diddy being locked up in Brooklyn. Show was fantastic. Listen, man, I can, people think I'm saying this because I work with Jonesy and I've known her for a long time. And people think I'm just gassing this up. She is an amazing radio personality. She really is.
Dope. She has the it.
She has it. She will get on that mic and go. But her talent on the radio, once again, she is dope on the radio, on a microphone. She is dope. I'm talking dope. But her talent on that microphone on the radio ain't shit compared to what she does on stage when you see her in front of a band. And I just sit there stunned and go like, what the fuck? Like, my cousin Claude, me and her were just like, and every time I see this woman perform, I forget because I'm so used to joking with her and just going back and forth on microphone and doing that. And then when I see that happen, I go like, what the fuck?
Talented.
I start saying shit typical. So why are you here?
Why you ain't in the Beyonce mansion?
Why are you with us?
Yeah, Jones got skills. She's dope. She's always her singing, her skills, her performance. Yeah.
And I wanted to actually call the station because I never called, but I want to do the show. And we got a tight hour. I had to, so that's what, how was your night? Because I got more. How was your night? I got some other stuff that happened. How was your night?
My night was great. Everything's good. I just want to say happy birthday. Today is my mom's birthday. She's 76 years old today. 76.
A beautiful one.
76. Black don't crack. Let's get it. Well, that was her party last year when she was 75, but she still looked the same. But 76 today. Yes. Happy birthday.
I love, and I only do this with people that I'm close with, and that I don't do this with everybody. I only do it with people I'm close with. If you ever get a chance to sit down with Jay Black's mom, you will realize, and I study, because I this is what I do. I observe people. I start seeing where Jay Black gets certain things from, like where Jay Black gets certain things. She will talk to anybody and talk in a conversation as if they've known each other
forever. Yeah, she has a skill for that.
She will bring people into a conversation. The wedding that we went to, we were doing the eating thing before the eating thing. It was the appetizers, the drinks, the everything, everything.
The pre-show, I guess.
The pre-show to the big show.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this was what you need. She's like, yeah, that looks good. I said, all right, well, just tell me and I'll go get it. She's like, all right. By the time I come back, the people at the table are talking, and I'm thinking these are family members, right? I'm thinking that these are family. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna mind my business, play my position. And she introduces me as her son's best friend. They've been best friends. And I'm like, oh, this must be family members. They don't know each other. By the way, she introduces herself. By the way, and what is your what?
Cocktail. Yeah, that's what she do. That's why anytime there's an event or something going on, I need her to go with me, because I know she's going to break the ice. She's going to make everybody feel comfortable. She's going to ease everything in. Yeah.
By the way, what's your name again? Marcus? Wait a second. You didn't know them? Wait,
no. She just talking like she knew everybody. That's what she do. Yeah. Yeah, but I hope she enjoys.
So happy birthday. Oh, more round of applause. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
So Virgo season is still in play. She's a Virgo. I'm a Virgo. My son's a Virgo. We all a Virgo too.
Your mom has never met my mom. They never met each other.
And she always asks, how's your mom doing? And how
that is crazy.
Yeah, after all these years. Yeah. No, you're right. It's never been an event where,
Yeah, they never.
Yeah.
Oh man. So yeah, we got to do better. I would have to support Jonesy yesterday if I was still in NY. No, it was amazing. What she did was and understand the band, they rehearsed. This was the first time she sang with the band. And when I tell you, it was an off the chain situation. Yeah, Mama Bush, happy birthday. Happy birthday. All right, so traffic court, quickly, before we get into
do we need the update? For y'all who missed it yesterday, y'all should remember, Mike had to go to traffic court because he didn't move over when the cops pulled somebody over. So he got stopped. He was going 47 and 50. He didn't move over, so he broke the law. So he got a ticket. So now he went to traffic court yesterday, and let's hear how it went down.
First of all, you got to see the prosecutor. I wasn't sweating it because, first of all, if you on a Zoom, you know you ain't getting locked up. But for some reason, no matter when you go to court, you know you ain't getting locked up.
I'm on Zoom. What you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
You looking out your window like ain't nobody gonna park. They just gonna run up.
All I gotta do is slap you. All I gotta do is turn his phone off. That's all I gotta do. But I'm not there. It's nothing serious. I'm watching everybody go. So they send us to the prosecutor. So they go to a certain room. You go in there and and you hear everybody. Let me tell you something. People was coming in there. This prosecutor was like, this dude was cool as fuck. This dude, he was running, but people were like speeding, this and that. He was like, oh, looking at your record, saying, yeah, you sped it. Yeah, we're gonna break that down to a this and that, court costs and this and that, break that down to this and that. Most everybody got broken down. 2 people wanted to fight their case. They going to trial. Hey, knock yourself out. I don't know what situation you in. If that's what you feel like doing, you seen the guy driving with his license suspended.
You see him on the Zoom? He wasn't on that one.
Oh, yeah. Come to find, they explain that. But so I go to my part. He's like, I was like, yeah, I didn't even know that was a law, so I didn't know. He was like, I'm just gonna bring it down to impeding traffic. And I was like, oh, It wasn't Pete Travis. This is gonna be
Sound better.
it's $40, but court cost is $30. This is why I'm trying to
get their bread.
This is why I'm trying to tell you that this is all a game for profit.
The township got to get their bread. You got to pay for the judge's time, the court, the person that typed it up, the person's going to pay, draft your receipt when you pay. Like, you got to pay for all them court fees.
There were 40 people in the participants that were that were dealing with the prosecutor with us. That was 40 just in my little thing. When I tell you how fast they were going through it, was there? And they'll ask somebody speeding. See, what was accident? Was there accident? No accident. Okay, that's going to be reduced to this. This is all people. This is all for profit. But you can't record. They tell you can't record.
Well, you could tell you record with another phone on the side.
No, they can detect it.
No, they try to scare you with that. Hey, get out of here.
Okay, well, you play if you want. But listen, Jay talking about me not crossing the line. He want to record when they tell you not to record.
Go ahead.
Everybody getting paid.
They can detect if you recorded. You can't, but my eyes can see. But go ahead. Go ahead.
No, if you use your phone, like if you record screenshot, they can tell with the screenshot.
Yeah,
so if you're holding a phone over the phone, you don't think they're going to see you holding a phone over the phone?
To the side, Mike. I could be recording right now. You see this? I could be right here, out of frame, but I'm still recording.
Okay, Jay.
But go ahead. Keep going.
This is the dude that wants me to follow. He can't follow a simple rule.
No, I just hate when people try to scare
follow
people.
One simple rule.
Scare attack. We can detect if you try to record. So don't with that bull. But go ahead.
And what you gonna do with the recording? If you post it, they're gonna know you recorded, and you're gonna go to jail for that. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do with the recording? You can't post it anywhere. You can't use it as evidence in anything because it's illegal.
Right. So you're sitting here, you're listening to all of the propaganda. You're hearing people getting their fines reduced, as long as they pay the court fees, and then it comes up to you. They call your name next.
So some people needed interpreters. That was a long thing. One guy said he's gonna fight it.
I'm not settling for
so this. Now we're at the judge. And the judge says, at trial, if something happens, it's in the statute that you would have to go to jail. Go to jail. We're talking about traffic.
If you fight it and you lose and you go to trial,
there's jail. Because
time
this is your second time getting caught with a suspended license.
Yeah,
and I'm sitting there looking. I wasn't paying attention, right? But I had I had the volume up, so my phone is sitting there. My phone's sitting there, and I heard Jay, and I looked over like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
He probably wouldn't go for a second offense, but still, it ain't worth taking
that chance.
Yeah, it ain't worth it. Yeah, it ain't worth it.
One lady tried to explain an open container in the car. For a veteran of having open containers of alcohol in the car, I was like, why are you trying to? Yeah, listen, Your Honor, I got picked up. They picked me up from work. I got in the car, and I was like, what? This is the best excuse ever for speeding. This was the one that got me. What up, Ms. Mike Turner? This is the one.
Mike is giving us update from his traffic court, from his fines for breaking the law yesterday. Yeah.
I heard this from multiple people. They got caught speeding. And their response was, I was the only person on the road. So what the fuck does that mean?
Huh? That was their defense?
Your Honor, I was the only person on the road.
So I couldn't have caused no trouble. Nobody could have got hurt. It was just me.
The prosecutor said it first. And then the judge was like, you do know the speed limit doesn't change when nobody's on the road, right?
It's a safety for yourself, too, because you can injure yourself. Like, nobody else is out there. When nobody there to see it.
So, they just going through them. They're going through them so fast. Judge is trying to knock these out. He's trying to go. I was on there for like 45 minutes, which with all the things that he had from people with suspended license, from people with speeding. For one guy was so funny. He ain't speak no English. He didn't. It wasn't Spanish. He spoke some language, and his interpreter, his body language while he was talking. I was like, this motherfucker's a smart ass, slick talking motherfucker, because he was just like, you think I can do it? And I was like, I don't think she's interpreting exactly what
he's saying. Yeah.
One dude said he was speeding. One dude said he was speeding because he had to use the bathroom. Dog.
Okay, that's common. People say that all the time. I really had to go. I
But
got
it's
a
not
bowel
going to
movement.
change the speeding ticket. And don't
It's
y'all tell
empathy.
me, don't y'all bring it up. So for all those, the judge said, he says, do you have anything to say? They reduce it. I said, I really don't, Judge. I said, but I'm confused. And I know you got a lot of people who said, go ahead. What? He said, they're telling me in order to follow this law, it was a solid line. I have to break another law by going over the solid line.
You brought up this solid line to the judge. Stop it. Oh God. You know you
Right?
did.
The judge said, you have a point. Do you want to fight it? Fuck y'all. The judge said, you have a point. Do you want to fight it? I said, Your Honor, I really don't. I just now know that I'm aware of it. I just thought, and he was like, do you want to fight it? I said, I honestly don't, Judge. You see, I honestly don't. He said, okay, have a nice day. The judge.
So you feel vindicated because we always clowning you.
The judge. In other words, he was telling me, you can fight this and not pay this if you feel like it. But he knows that I know I got my UPS mail shirt on and I ain't got time.
You did go with the work. Like,
yes.
I'm just trying to go to work, Judge.
I'm
a hardworking citizen. And I just want to know, I'm just confused because in order to follow this law, I got to break this other law. I was confused. I didn't know about this law, but I know about the straight line law. So and he
said, he was like, you know what? You have a point. Do you want to fight it?
Do you want? That's the way to get more money out you though. For when you go back to court, they got to pay more fines and fees, and it's a setup though. That was a setup. Although he's saying you have a point. It's
a point because it don't make no sense to tell somebody in order to follow one law, you got to break another one. That doesn't make any sense, and y'all can sit up here all day long in your common self mind and try and make that make sense, but it doesn't. And they do it to us all the time. They make us do things that don't make no sense, and we go along with it because, like, hey, that's what I gotta do. He said, go fight it
and lose. Give me that more money.
No judge says you have a point. I've been in court too many times. No judge says you have a point. He was like this. You have a point. Do you want to fight it? I said, no, I honestly don't. I just wasn't aware of it, but I'm aware now that it's a law to slow down. And I was like, and I did. But I guess I didn't. But no, Your Honor, I just wanted to say that was it. He said, you got a point. You want to fight it?
TP said, what you mean you didn't want to fight it? It don't take that long to set it up.
I'm not going through that. No, I'm not going through that. First of all, I don't like being in courtrooms. It's not that deep. The other thing I don't like is that we'll get in touch with you. The department or whatever will get in touch with you on how to pay it. Oh,
I just want to get it paid now. I
don't want this.
Website. I can just log in right now, put in this number, citation number. Let me get this done now.
So I'm calling that court today to find out. Well, when they said they'll get in touch with me.
I can't believe you brought up the straight line defense. I mean,
because I'm tired of people. I'm tired of people trying to act like y'all know something when common sense is telling you if there are two laws and they're telling you got to pick which one. Because
Greg said you should have said you requested a dismissal because of that fact.
Greg, I wasn't playing. I just wanted out. I wanted out. You probably 100% right. I just wanted out. I ain't want no problems. I don't want no nothing.
Okay, Mike, giving knowledge.
And I said it in the most humble pie. Just, hey.
Yes, for the solid line defense that we were talking about yesterday. That's what he brought up to the judge. The reason why he didn't move over for the cops pulling somebody over. Why he didn't move over.
Let me tell you about the solid line.
I didn't want to cross the solid line.
Let me tell you about the solid line.
I didn't want to break another law.
Why I'm so adamant about the solid line. Because where I live, there are a lot of roads going to high schools and everything where it's just one car going this way and one car going that way. And the reason why it's so dangerous is the reason why I tell my kids about that solid line. And when the dot comes up is because people out here love to pass people. And they love to.
You need to break up line.
Do you know how many accidents occur out here because of that shit? Because people decide they're going to do it during the solid line. So I try and let my daughters know when I'm teaching them to drive, I try and let my daughters know when you see that dotted line, understand they're going to pass whether it's a dotted line or a solid line. But understand, once you see that dotted line, don't get surprised if you see somebody passing coming towards you going past a car. That's why I'm always adamant about. I've seen too many accidents in that white boy high school that I went to because I was like, yo, this is crazy.
LaShawn said it overrides the solid line, Mike, the move over law. Like two negatives make a positive. So maybe the judge setting you up to try to fight it for them to only to tell you that.
First of all, how do you know what overrides what laws, people? Why are we doing this? Do you understand it's a dumb situation to put a driver in to decide what law to abide by? Do you know the average person doesn't know which law is more important at this point? Where you all unalive?
I thought it was September 3rd. I thought it was 13th he died. Either way, yeah, Tupac, yeah, we was around. Everybody watching this show, yeah, we all in our high 30s, 40s, 50s, yeah, we were around.
But anyway,
congrats to you for being bold enough to bring that up to the judge. I would have never.
If you saw it, that's why I said I couldn't take. If you saw it, you would have seen. I wasn't bold at all. I was super humble pie. I made sure I was just like, sir. He said, you have anything? I said, well, I do, but okay, I'm just gonna say it. And I said, he got a point. You want to fight it? I said, no, don't want no problems. I don't want to. And because then when you fight it, you have to go into court. Then you got to go into court. That's another day not going to work.
Well, that's how Mike's Thursday went.
And I got to shout out.
How much was the overall tickets? TP? Why you want to share?
It's going to come out to, I think the total will be 65.
Mike,
that ticket must have been
under. How you going through all this?
No, that's why I didn't.
Yeah, okay.
But the original, I know there's a variation. That's why they had the what did I say? Something impeding traffic. So if the wording was different, it could be up to $150. But impeding traffic was just like I was going too slow.
Okay.
Like obviously, they get over law. They get over law overrides the side of the line because you got a ticket, and a ticket for you don't listen. You really. I'm glad you didn't fight. All right. I'm not gonna. The judge said I had a point. Do you want to fight it?
He gonna stick on that. The judge said it. He's not letting this go for the rest of his life. The judge told him he was right, and that's it. That's all. That's all Mike care about. The judge said you got a point.
Y'all should want as citizens laws to be clear and promoted clearly, so you don't get scammed and they don't use it as a hustle to ticket you. This is why laws should be clear, and the reason why they make laws unclear is because they know people like me ain't got time to fight them. So we're easy marks because we're not going to fight them. Like they tried to say one man had a bunch of speeding tickets, right? Say, yeah, you seem like you have a problem speeding. He said, sir, my last speeding ticket was in 2000. He looked at the record. It was 2000. So that was 24 years ago, his last speeding ticket. So it's not like he's a reckless driver. But y'all should want laws to be clear and defined. Anything that is subjective, or you have to know something in a minute while you're driving. Remember, this is all happening in real time. So technically, if a cop was behind me and decided to mess with me if I crossed the solid line, right? Let's say I'd moved over and I crossed the solid line. There was a car coming, and then I crossed back, and the car in front of me beeped. It didn't need to beep. And the cop pulled me over and told me, yeah, you're supposed to cross the solid line, but you can't put other people in danger. And then I go, yeah, but it says, isn't that law supposed to override? Yeah, but you can't put somebody else in danger. So guess what I'd wind up still in court with a ticket because they got you damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Well, it says approach. You can. I just Google when you can. There are times when you can cross the solid double lines, and bicyclists, motorists, when it's not safe, you can. So that they do have things listed for when you can. You would have lost that. So
no, but you said when it's. But my point is when you said safe. What
yes,
if
definitely say that.
That is subjective The word safe is subjective between what you think is safe, what I think is safe, and what the police officer thinks is safe. And then what the judge is going to think is safe. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. When they leave it, it's not common sense. If you see
some aspects are common sense. A bicyclist in the way, you saying you just stop. No, you can go around them. It's okay.
So if you go around them,
it's certain aspects.
If there's a car coming on the other lane and he's 20 feet away, and you're like, I can easily just move this out of line and come back over, easy, right? If I that's easy. But if the cop behind you believes, no, you shouldn't have done that. You didn't have enough space in between you and them. That was still dangerous. You probably should have waited till the car went past you and then moved over. It's all subjective. When you leave something to be subjective, you leave it open to people getting got. And it's when you got to get a lawyer to fight it. This is what y'all not big sports fans. This is why football says you can call a holding call on any play. You know why? Because they want to be able to call it whenever they want to be able to call it. Because it's subjective. Safe would be you can move over without causing an accident. That's your perception of it. If a cop says,
all right, back to Diddy. Because Mike is like,
no. Because this is what I don't get with y'all. You do understand this is made. They make these laws so that you have to come out your pockets. Because if you say it was safe, nothing happened. And the cop says it wasn't safe. Who's right? No, it was impeding traffic.
His ticket was originally for not moving over. And they lowered it to impeding traffic.
And once again, I was going under the speed limit. They never even brought up my speed. I was going under the speed limit. The speed wasn't even brought up. I'm just telling y'all what happened. Oh, Mike,
you just want to argue this morning. You wake up late and choose violence.
I choose violence every morning. I told everyone in court one time, don't plead down the ticket and pay the extra court costs. Pay the ticket, take a defensive driver course online, and wipe out 3 points. Oh, and there's no points. They made sure that there was no points. Wipe out 3 points to get a reduction. But if you're not in Jersey, if you have a Philly license, it does have points, which was crazy to me. 3 points get a reduction on your insurance. The prosecutor said, you can't do that. I responded, yes, I can. I'm a licensed insurance agent. He was heated. Craig, you go in there. I always admire people who go in there like that. I always admire people because they want us. They want people like me to just go, hey, all right, cool. Election time is always some bullshit for money out here, Mike. And
so your insurance might go up because your insurance is going to find out you got a ticket. And if you got priors like that, this could play a part. You're impeding traffic. That means you're not a protected, safe driver allegedly. So,
well, we'll see. But you say the election, getting money.
Mm-hmm.
That was the last comment. Well, good old Oprah popped out again. And
Oprah.
Everybody is saying it. You all have said it. I know you have. It seems to us that something happened to you the moment President Biden, stepped aside and withdrew his candidacy, that a veil or something dropped and you just stepped into your power?
All right, I don't care about all that. All I care about is the caption. I just played it so that y'all can hear people talk. Vice President.
Oh, he mad because I got 10 million views.
Kamala raised $100 million in 1 hour.
Oh, that's dope. I didn't know that.
Now, what I'm gonna tell y'all right now. If I wake up to 20 more emails talking about Harris and Walls,
yes,
to donate money, fucking stop already. Fucking stop already. Nah. I'm so tired of, and I'm talking about both parties, but stop already. Y'all keep telling us that y'all want to fight inflation and that y'all for the middle class, and we got to fund the goddamn campaign. Something's wrong with this. The same people who are the ones paying extra money, and yes, I choose violence today. The same people who you're saying are struggling out here, trying to make ends meet, and are trying to struggle with credit card debts, with trying to pay mortgages and rent that are outrageous, who are trying to go to the grocery store and spend over 50% more than what they used to, you're going to keep hawking us for money?
This is an important election.
Y'all, no, fuck all that. Y'all gonna keep
You
hawking.
You ain't got to give money though, Mike. I just delete it. They asked me, am I going to vote? Am I going to do this poll? I think it's a setup. I'm not clicking on it. I just delete, block.
And there are people not deleting who are sending money, who are struggling themselves. Enough is enough.
Run
the damn campaign now. How many hundreds of millions of dollars do y'all need? Like enough. You're worse than damn bill collectors at this point. And don't tell me this money is all going to the campaign. I'm talking about both parties. Don't tell me people ain't making money off of this.
We gonna have to deal with it until November, the 6th?
Don't get blocked. I'm about to block the vice president.
You can't.
I'm about to block the email. I'm about to block it.
Just to give you advice, I've been blocking, and the only thing happens is another number that looks very similar. That's next. That's all it is. So
it's nothing but spam. It's a spam email.
Yeah, I keep blocking too.
What are we doing here? The same people who y'all saying y'all fighting for are the people who gotta fund this shit.
They just want to know if they got your support. The text message. That's what we saying. Kamala just wants to know if she has your support. Or are you voting? Like, hey, I'm like, okay. I wanted to let you know, but
$40, $30. Hey, $10.
Hi, this is Sam.
Only $5.
Education fund. I'm following up on your vote.
Obama on damn social media talking about just $5. What are we doing? Y'all told me y'all had 300 million. Now y'all got 100 million in an hour. Why do y'all need more money for this?
Hi, this is Amy with Black Voters Matter. We wanted one of them said this is our 7th message, and I couldn't believe they said 7th. I said, did they just count? And I counted all the previous one. That's when I delete and block. I said, okay, they got me. They know that I'm seeing them or something. They said this is our 7th attempt to see if you're supporting. And I said, what?
Y'all don't see nothing wrong with that either. Forget the solid line. Y'all cool with that too?
I know it happens every election season, Mike. We deal with it. There's nothing you can do to stop it.
There we go. There's nothing you can do to stop it.
There's nothing. It's literally nothing you can do to stop it.
It's crazy. It's irritating.
He said, I just got hey, this is Steve.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Stacy said she tired of Stacy. You got how many more weeks we got? How many 40 some odd days, whatever it is? We're gonna keep seeing these commercials after every commercial. It's gonna be this one. I'm Donald Trump and I approve. And then this next, I'm forgot. It's gonna be back to back to back. Yes, I block.
How the hell do you expect us? How do you expect us to actually? This is why the election system is so screwed up in so many basic ways. One commercial says she helped release an immigrant, and the immigrant killed this woman's family, and then she comes on. Yes, my family. Then the next one, boom. Now it's hard. Now it's the Democrats' time. Donald Trump was in cahoots with no. She bled out because she wasn't given attention at the hospital. She bled out in the car. But this is what y'all want me to choose between?
Well, they're highlighting abortion rights, and because of the ban, there are women that literally are in their cars could potentially die, that have died. The Amber person, because I forgot her last name, but yeah, they wouldn't treat her and it took too long. And so I get it. They want to highlight that to let you know.
So which one do
you door to next?
Okay, so which one do you want me to feel bad for? The one that bled out, or the one whose family was killed by the immigrant who they let out of prison? Which one? You tell me which one I'm supposed to feel worse about. I think they
debunked that it was the immigrant. That was a lie as well. And Afro Queen said, do they need that much money? Apparently these commercials cost a lot of money, especially when they running them during key primetime shows, football games, and debate hours. Like, so it costs a lot of money.
We don't even know if they pay. We don't even know. Why we don't know.
Sure, there's a way to stop it. I don't think there's a way to stop it, Ms. Clark. Your phone gonna keep ringing. Cypher the only one that said he didn't get no calls, and I don't believe him. Oh, Stacey said she ain't get none either. Okay, they don't get no text messages. Maybe we need to put our number on the don't call. We gotta find it.
I haven't gotten text. My whole thing is emails.
I get phone calls and text messages heavy.
I don't answer my phone for anything.
I don't answer it either. It's
Oh,
like
here
it
it
says
goes.
potential
Here it
spam.
goes. The countdown is on. Friend, the countdown tomorrow. That's 1,
You
2,
know when you see an issue.
3,
She ain't getting none either. Why are we
4,
not?
5. We are being look at this here. We are being outspent. We are being outspent in critical battleground states. Voters are already heading to the ballot box. And our final quarterly FEC deadline is in just 11 days. I sent y'all the money I got for this. Actually, she's funding some of the local. She's funding some of the local races where they need to win so they can overturn Roe versus Wade.
So she's supporting other people on the ticket, other Democrats that need maybe the Senate, the House, this person or that person, representative, so they're using some of her campaign funds to help.
So, do you know the irony and the same people you fighting for is the same people you want money from? The same people that you claim are struggling? I hear y'all say we struggling. I hear y'all say we struggling. Then y'all want bread from the people who are struggling. And this is both parties. This is across the board.
If it's 10 million of us and everybody gave $5, boom. I think that's what they're trying to go for.
I gave my $10.
I brought me a Kamala sign. I do. That's how
I get text messengers and delete every one of them.
I delete. I report the phone calls as spam and block them. The text message I just keep deleting. I need to start reporting those too as spam. What you say? I guess you.
How are you gonna block and report them? But you saying you in support of them?
I do support them. I don't support the messages repeated, and it's different ones from different companies too. Like I said, one was black.
I have unblocked unknown callers so I can get it. So all I get is some stupid ass text. Oh, okay. Got you. I get my mom's and sister's text too, so I get it all 3 times and they don't get any. Mike, you use the same playbook for your comedy special. Mike, use the same book from a comedy special. What do you mean? Use the same book from
make it. Maybe turn this into a set.
Oh, I don't know. Or collecting money, asking me. I tell people what my Cash App is for. I'm like, hey, let's go. I need this to keep the show going. And if you tell me I'm struggling, I ain't got the money, I'm like, cool.
Oh, he said to fund it.
Yeah, I get it. But when you hit, but trust me, y'all. If I was asking y'all for help to do this show, and y'all knew I was driving a Bentley, y'all be like, you better get your ass the hell on out of here, Mike. With
That's what pastors do. We know our pastors got
you know how I feel about that. What you gonna bring that in? You already know how I feel about that.
But they still give because you're supposed to pay your tithes.
To a human being. Okay, now I'm not getting into that.
Let's move on. So that we got election stuff, you got Diddy stuff.
And then I told y'all the propaganda on why Diddy. This is just some of Dr. Umar's rants, y'all. I didn't even edit it because I already knew this dude. I already knew he was coming.
And I support Kamala Harris. To you low vibration, politically uneducated Democratic Party plantation roaches.
Oh.
You're not even slaves anymore. You're roaches. Damn. I don't support Donald Trump any more than I support Kamala Harris. I don't support either one of them. So please stop the cat. Please stop the cat. Please stop the cat. Now, what we see going on with Sean Puffy Combs, who doesn't appear to be an angel by any stretch of the imagination, but I want to draw a very, very clear distinction here. For you low vibration Democratic Party plantation roaches, I want to draw a very clear distinction. Being a freak is not against the law of the United States of America.
Okay, got a point there.
Being a sexual deviant is not against the laws of the United States of America. Having
actually is, but go ahead.
1,000 bottles of dollar store baby oil in your home is not against.
It's not against
the laws of the United States of America. Last time I checked, President George Washington was a rapist of African women. Last time I checked, President Thomas Jefferson was not only a rapist of African women, he was a pedophile against black girls. So being a sexual deviant is not against the law in America because America's greatest heroes and presidents were pedophiles and sexual deviants. I want you to understand, overstand, and understand. How we doing, young sisters? Y'all be careful out here. So I want you to understand, overstand, and understand what I'm saying right now. Okay? If being a sexual freak was a crime in America, you would have never heard the name of George Washington and Thomas Jefferson. Let us be absolutely clear. Didn't Bill Clinton get fellatioed in the Oval Office? Did not William Jefferson Clinton commit adultery and get fellatioed in the Oval Office of the White House and then lied under oath? True or false, brothers and sisters? True or false, brothers and sisters? True or false? Did William Jefferson Clinton, did he or did he not get his phallus gummy beard in the White House Oval Office? Did or did he not get gummy beard by Monica Lewinsky in the White House? Was Thomas Jefferson a pedophile? Did George Washington rape black women and girls? So being a freak and a pedophile is not illegal in the United States of America. 1,000 bottles of dollar store baby oil is against no law in this country.
All right, so then it goes on to prostitution is the oldest, oldest occupation ever of women selling, and he's not for prostitution. He's totally against prostitution, and he's totally against it. But in his mind, being a sexual deviant isn't against the law for what former president.
Some types of sexual deviants are illegal. I just Googled it.
I mean, we know that, but
Some types.
since we're just going to, because I know what that is. We're gonna do the freak thing because that's all they're charging him is being a freak. Okay, this is what they're charging him. This is what
sealing of a 3-count indictment charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution. The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. As alleged in the indictment, to carry out this conduct, Sean Combs led and participated in a racketeering conspiracy that used the business empire he controlled to carry out criminal activity, including sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and the obstruction of justice. Let me say a little bit more about the charges. The indictment alleges that Combs abused and exploited women and other people for years, and in a variety of ways. As alleged, Combs used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sexual performances with male commercial sex workers, some of whom he transported or caused to be transported over state lines. Combs allegedly planned and controlled the sex performances, which he called freak-offs, and he often electronically recorded them. The freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time, involved multiple commercial sex workers, and often involved a variety of narcotics, such as ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB. So
all those drugs are illegal. So listen, I'm not telling you what he's saying about them presidents, Thomas Jefferson, George Washington. I'm not saying it's not true. But Harvey Weinstein also went to jail. He's in jail right now for doing similar things. Maybe not the trafficking, I don't know, but the sexual deviancy. But this whole thing now gets spun in so many different directions. And I'm not saying some of the stuff he said wasn't right. I'm just saying what Diddy did wasn't right. And if Diddy, if people like George Washington and them got off with it, and Bill Clinton did and didn't go to jail, so did Trump. I understand the irony in this. Trump's a convicted felon, ain't going to jail.
He's out on bail.
He's out on bail running for the presidency. and they denied Diddy. I get it. There's an unfair how your influence and your power affects what happens in the court system. But we've known that. So I don't understand. I don't get what the point of him ranting about this, but I know what the point is. It's engagement. It's views.
Well, no, didn't Faison? I saw Faison Love. It was a lot of people saying some of these things aren't illegal. So obviously beating your girlfriend, Cassie, down, horrible, despicable, deplorable, all them words. But they saying the other stuff that you're trying to get him on. What matter of fact, here's Faison right here. Let's listen to what he said.
I need y'all to help me. We all heard about Puffy, and I see a lot of people. Yay. I'm confused. The Cassie thing, I understand. I think you should definitely lock this nigga up.
He understands that.
Put hands on the young lady. But I don't understand the other shit. Can y'all help me? When has being nasty been a federal crime? And I'm glad they told me. I didn't know there was a limit on baby oil. I'm getting a few, because we get ashy. But you get a massage or something or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. Please tell us the new rules for niggas. Because maybe they're not new rules, actually, because I think it was 1800s. There was this very famous boxer named Jack Johnson, and he was whooping ass. Everybody ass, but mostly white folks ass. He was whooping a lot of white folks ass.
That was just where he was going. He just kept saying how the freaky aspect is not illegal, but the aggressiveness.
Listen, y'all, I just let me bring it all back to when we don't think about extortion. This was done. The taping was done to hold it over people, to extort them, to get them to do what he wanted them to do. I don't understand what the critical thinking is. It's not about just being nasty. Now, I think Faison was being funny. He might be serious. I like Faison. Been nothing but nice to me.
I mean, it ain't illegal to be freaky.
It ain't illegal, but it's illegal to videotape people without them knowing.
You're assuming they didn't know.
Dog, if they didn't know, you can't hold it over people and force people to do these things. And it's the same thing Jeffrey Epstein did. He record. So now I've never heard you use that defense. I bet you everybody didn't know Epstein when they were on that island with all that shit going on. Well, they didn't know. If they didn't know they might have known they were being taped. They're denying Diddy bail so that more victims will be inclined to come forward because they're scared that he's going to intimidate them. That's illegal. There's more to this. I like how he spoke to the sisters in the middle of the rant, saying it's okay for the sisters to be exploited. It's irony. Isn't that irony? Be safe out there. That is a good pickup, Coco. That is an excellent pickup. But the points that they're defending isn't what he's being charged with, though. Who don't they understand or overstand? Or I don't. This is, and I told y'all yesterday, this is the next step. Is people then coming out to saying, why is he being treated like this, and why this poor anybody in the industry knows a lot of stuff that went on that could have landed him in jail. I like that Mike Tyson said this one time on an interview. Mike Tyson said, he said this on an interview, and I'm going to try and find it. He said, I didn't do what they said I did that sent me to jail, but I did deserve to go to prison for things I did do. But it just wasn't that particular. That doesn't make it right because you shouldn't go to jail for that. Why are these men ignoring the drugging of participants? because that doesn't fit their narrative. It don't fit their narrative.
I saw a report yesterday. I don't know if it's true. They said that Diddy apparently got some information or something on Obama's. And somebody said if he got something on Obama's, he ain't gonna live no more than an hour more in jail. There's no way he got nothing on Obama's though. They clean. And then they started showing pictures of him with a bunch of pictures with Obama and Michelle. I was like, come on.
Yo, let me take the Obamas out of this. Nobody's clean. Nobody's clean. You can't become the leader of the free world and be clean. Nobody's clean. Let's just understand that. They're looking into the whole entourage for additional charges. And I just told you, let me just try to stick to my point.
I keep seeing James Cruz. I'm like, oh, poor James Cruz. Every time they put a picture of Diddy up, it's James Cruz next to him. It's his people's. I'm like, damn. But go ahead. They looking. They trying to find. They gonna be talking to everybody. The Oreo days, looking at all the whole roster. Every bad boy artist from 2008 to that's when they started all this. They gonna be talking to everybody. And who gonna sing like a bird?
And let me explain something. And let me just also put this input this real quick. We know the court system is against people of a certain complexion. And we know the court system can be weighed heavily against us. So when Diddy's taking part in this, in his mind, I'm bigger than everybody else. I can get away with this shit. But he knows, just like we know, that the court system scales weigh heavily against us. He was still paying people to hold information and paying people off allegedly for hotel footage. You do know it's illegal to pay somebody to take a establishment's footage.
Yeah, it's a bunch of little charges that it can add up.
But that's not little.
No, the
that's
footage
not
is
little. See, but the words that you're saying, that's not little. That is a major thing to pay an establishment to give
rid of some footage
that is evidence on something that could put you in
I guess you're
prison.
covering up a crime. Yeah.
It's not little.
Yeah, I get it.
Like,
I take that back. I take that. Yeah, because it could be a major crime that you're covering up, and now, yeah, it turns into, yeah.
That's like if them cops ever got caught, which I'm sure this has happened, but I can't be positive. If we found out that the cops paid somebody to give up the video of the footage of a particular beating, we'd be outraged. We'd be outraged. Yes, but he knew. But my thing, you know this. But I guess when you get a certain amount of money, you believe I can beat it. I guess everybody thinks they're going to be OJ.
I ain't black. I'm OJ.
Having orgies and having lots of baby oil isn't a crime, but all the other stuff he tried. I don't know. Our fascination with this baby oil is amazing. I don't understand why everybody's so shocked about the baby oil. If those activities are going on for days at a time, how do you think lubrication is going to happen? Like, grow up, y'all. That many people at a party. How do you think it's going to take place over and over again? Drug-induced situations like that. And now they're telling me there was 700 dildos found. Okay. See, none of that impresses me. Okay. That's what, yeah. I don't care about that. If people were forced, if people were manipulated, if people were drugged, if people were extorted from the footage that they had of them being there, now I have a problem. If people underage were there, if people were forced against their will to do something, if people were threatened because they wanted to tell about it, then I have a problem. If people were intimidated, then I have a problem. If this is a whole consensual, a bunch of adults that decided to get together and have a bunch of whatever variation of sex that they wanted, I don't care. Go knock yourself out. But if anybody was drugged as a means to open people up, then there's a problem. Because y'all sat up here and y'all killed me for the Bill Cosby thing. Y'all were upset with Bill about that. And now all of a sudden, everybody wants to go, he's just a freak.
Just not my thoughts, just what I just popped in my head. Somebody may be thinking, is it difference if you putting something in your drink and you don't know about it versus, hey, we at this party, here's the drugs, come take this X, we're gonna have some fun. Is it a difference when you don't know versus you being given it and you taking it?
I would say there's a difference. I don't know what it's going to say in court because if the drug is illegal, it's still illegal, and you're the one distributing it.
I know, but for Bill putting it in there, it feels different probably for some people.
But if it's an illegal drug that you're putting in there, whether they agree to it or not, if it was your drug that you put in that drink, then
because I bring the X to the party, I'm guilty, obviously, because
you're guilty right there.
I'm bringing the illegal drugs, but now I'm guilty of that. But the level of the crime of me putting it in your drink when you turn your head for a second and taking advantage of you, it feels a little different. It just feels a little different.
Feels what? Subjective.
I'm just speaking for somebody that might have thought that.
Feels subjective.
I think that.
Subjective. Some people will say you knew what that drug was capable of doing. And some people will say, what if it was the person's first time? Why? Because it's subjective on your opinion. Sort of like a solid line. Don't play with sober, Mike.
Diddy was allegedly putting it in people's drinks without them knowing as well, Afro Queen said.
There are people who said, and then there were people who said they set up the party, allegedly set up the party, and their job was to have the drugs and put the drugs in certain drinks. Make sure they drink this champagne. Just telling you.
So now you got to get the people that served it, the people that did it, everyone that knew about it.
Exactly.
That's a whole lot. That's a whole heap of trouble. And it's hard to prove a lot of that. But all it takes is one person to sing. And I'm sure Diddy's hoping that nobody sings.
And trust me, there are going to be people who had the most meaningless jobs. The cleanup crew may have the evidence that they want to know. The people who didn't partake in the party. Because in actuality, if it was illegal and your job was to clean up the things that were being done illegally, you are part of the crime. You're the cleanup person. I'm just this thing is bigger than Nino Brown in real life. They raped, drugged, and slipped in their drink without knowing. Illegal distributing illegal drugs, illegal, like people getting locked up for weed and pills and coke, etc. It is, dog. If you brought all these drugs in, you're labeled as a drug dealer. Just like, remember we did the story? I forget who it was. Her boyfriend forgot the drugs at the house, and the dude had to go. He had to get the drugs and bring it to the airplane, and they called him a drug mule. And everybody's like, how you call him a drug mule? I mean, and one person said, I would have got the drugs too if my man said I was just bringing it over. Dummy, if it's illegal and you were bringing it over, you were a drug mule.
That's
so when people,
the Matthew Perry's and all these celebrities that's dying, overdosing, everybody getting caught up. We dragging everybody in. The supplier, the runner, everybody.
Dog, this is if you part of that situation, this is why, and people, I thank my lucky stars that dumb choices that I happen to just be around, I happen to be a part of something, you can get caught up easily. That's why it's so crazy. That's why people like Diddy are so dangerous. And just not Diddy, the Harvey Weinsteins of the world, the rest of them in that crazy industry.
Carissa. Where is Young Miami? Anybody seen her? She still wasn't she the last person dating him officially? I know she knows. You talk to French Montana. Where's his people's at?
All of a sudden, that birthday party, him singing to you after y'all got out the pool, ain't hitting the same.
Oh God! Everybody bringing up names. Where they at? His assistants. It's a lot. And apparently they say he's on suicide watch. I don't know how true this is or what, but I guess it's tough when you're that rich and you thought you was going to get out, and they saying you got to sit for a year into trial. That's crazy. Just the thought of that. Well, not crazy because of the crimes if it was legit and all that, but to know, all right, I cannot get out of this jail. No, my money can't save me. All my power and fame that I've been able to do for my whole life, basically, I've been that dude, and now I can't move, and I got to sit for at least a year and trial until then, and it may get pushed back then. If it's suicide, I can see that throwing you out, being off your rockers.
But
I'm Diddy,
and that could just
I
be
run the city.
They just want to put that tidbit out there to people. He's on suicide.
Or to set him up. I heard it's a conspiracy.
Listen,
just in case something happens, they trying to say he did it to himself, but he really didn't. I heard that too.
Listen, and I don't want to get in trouble on YouTube. We are not trying to get we just saying what everybody else is talking about. If they smart, they'll stay hidden.
All of his assistants and friends and the Carisas and whatever, Young Miamis and Frenchies and
it's facts that all of the men he named were guilty of sexual crimes. That's the point. So is Diddy. Accountability of this behavior has been ignored by men for centuries. This is why these types of men have gotten away with this for so long, because of their ignorant excuses. Umar, boy, bye. And then say, sister, be safe.
Diddy has to sit for a year. They saying he won't go to trial for at least a year. And with no bail, like Trump, he got bail. Like Trump, he's out on bail right now. That's why he can run for president. Imagine they didn't give Trump bail. He would be locked up running for president.
What's our favorite? Like, listen. What's our
Diddy,
favorite?
They said you're going to sit there.
What's our favorite saying? There's levels to what? There's levels to this shit.
There's levels. Trump is on another level. Where they had R. Kelly and Diddy, like the Ray and Claude from the movie. I said the memes are funny. How they doing people? Suicide isn't crazy because it's out there.
Because he was out here doing. Listen, I'm not gonna get into all that.
I get the suicide watch though. I see that.
Yeah,
like, that couldn't imagine.
The world isn't crumbling. The world.
And I'm not Diddy.
The world
I haven't had a word in my hand.
Yeah, the world is crumbled. People are going to come out as victims, and then the civil lawsuits are going to start flying. So there's going to be a limit. What's going to happen if you ain't put it out now? I don't know. That everybody's going to be trying to get a piece of the pie. He better hope it ain't any Johnsons in jail. This is ridiculous. They said Diddy going through withdrawal. Dog, can you imagine the withdrawal he going through if you were consistently? I had a seizure because of withdrawal. Can you imagine if you have been medicated for that many years and now you're going cold turkey? As a human being, I'm talking as another human being going through that. I don't wish that on any enemy of mine. This is as human beings. Not
it was like 94. He did the Jodeci, Mary J, Uptown. Biggie came out 97. No, 94. No, Biggie was 94. So Diddy is 92 with Mary J. So that's how, since 1992, Diddy's been basically that dude. And now he can't do what he want when he want to. He want fly where he want. And now withdrawal on top of that. He's been medicating himself, allegedly self-medicating himself all this time. That's a lot. And then to know you're going to be sitting here for at least a year.
At least a year.
When we tell you to get up, you get up. You tell you're going to eat these little meals. And you're in protective custody because you Diddy. So you limited. You can't even be out in gym pop.
All right. It is 8:26.
I guess we don't feel bad, right? That's wait. Are you not supposed to feel bad for Diddy, right, Mike?
As a human being, I feel bad for any human being. I don't feel happy.
Okay.
I think this whole thing is tragic. I think what happened to people, what allegedly happened to people, I think all this all around is a tragic. It's horrible. And I don't wish that, and I don't applaud it. I don't clap on anybody's gravestone, tombstone, and be like, hey, this is what they get. Listen, it's all bad.
Didn't Trump post pictures or something? Say something about Diddy or post a picture of Diddy? I guess he's trying to get that black vote still. Like I'm right, like they messing with. I don't know, But if they're gonna figure out a way to try to make it political, to use it to his advantage, because he has a lot of pictures with Diddy and Trump.
Oh, there's an interview that they got of Diddy and Trump. So before we get out of here, let's do this. This is a good story.
Okay, you got a good story. Oh, this is a fun Friday story?
This is a fun Friday story. You know, we even forgot it was Friday. I totally forgot it was Friday. I'm doing
Wee.
Wait a second.
Where your sexy red at?
Wait.
If you see me and you tryna see what's up, he wanna fuck with me, then I'ma have him stuck.
Let's get a story that can be motivating. There's a rapper who has a book out. There's a rapper who has a book out. Okay. This rapper is talking about how Murder Preacher Mace changed her life. Changed her life.
Else I know changed it too.
Changed her life.
Okay.
Story is my meeting with Mace and him being that person that was like, what you want to do with your life? Being the person that asked me those questions that I already was thinking. Yeah. So he became like the messenger.
Murder Mace.
Yeah. Literally. So like
the last day you danced, what happened?
The last day I danced was, so the night before is when I met Mace. Okay. And he was like, what you want to do is a slow night. And he was like, I was like, I want to rap. He was like, well, let me hear you. And we rapped a bit. He was like, yo, yeah, you're kind of dope. Like, he was like, why don't you get dressed and we can ride around the city and we could just listen to music. And I was like, I'm not coming with you. If my homies ain't coming, I'm not coming. I don't know. Like, it was full. And he was like, all right, be cool. Relax. He was like, my homeboy is with me. They can drive in the car with him and they could drive behind us. And that's exactly what we did. Literally drove around till the sun came up, listened to music, homegirls in the back, went to his sister's house that like when the sun came up, had some food. We fell asleep, like the girls. Yeah. When I woke up, he was gone and did not see him again. And I stopped that day. I was like, never again. I'm never going back. Ever.
Mace was your sign.
Literally.
Give it up for Mace, man. Right. He was like an angel. He appeared and disappeared, right? Yeah.
Mace is the reason why Eve stopped dancing at the Gentleman's Club and went for her dream as a rapper. Now that was way before that Jay broke her heart, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But
yeah, true.
Things can change.
Yes.
See, we're gonna end this on a high note. Things can change. Where you're at today does not have to be where you will be tomorrow, a year from now, 10 days from now, 2 weeks from now. So to Mace, we applaud you, Mace, for actually now talking to Eve and realizing the talent that she had and telling her basically, hey, go for it. Go ahead, Mace. Go ahead.
Let's go.
Now, do I believe everybody just went to the house and everybody fell asleep and shit, and all they did was listen to music? Okay, that's a whole different. That's a whole different.
They have more strippers got morals, Mike. Stop it.
They do. Absolutely. He said, "I wonder if the meeting was as dancers." No, it wasn't at dances. It wasn't. I remember seeing them in the club in the '90s. Even Mace. Well, that's what you said. You said you saw him in the club. Okay, but hey. That is a positive way to end.
That is a positive. Very positive.
Very positive.
She spoke about that many times before. That was the best thing.
That was the best thing for her. It was up from there. It was absolutely up. Eve made it. She did it. Eve talks about her battle with alcoholism.
Which I didn't know she was alcoholic. I had no idea. Her interview on the Breakfast Club was dope. I actually watched it. I had no idea.
So she fought through it. She caught the DUI. She got herself the billionaire. I think she had a kid with the billionaire. I'm not sure. I think they had a child. Hey, she won. She won. She did it. She did it.
And Lady Q throw it in my face all the time. Why would you cheat on her? Why would you cheat on her? We were in high school. We were kids. We were kids. Yes, I dated Eve. We were in high school, Martin Luther King, and I cheated. I got caught cheating in the music room. I remember her facial expression and everything. I remember her looking with the. I remember very clearly. Yeah, I think about them days. Why? Being a young man, we was 15, 16. We were young, and I cheated. Sure did.
She would have never met Mace if Jay Black.
I altered her life. Because if we would have been together, I don't know if she would have been a successful rapper.
No, you know what? That failure, and you really did her a favor by getting the hell out of her life. You did her a favor.
I would have held her back. I'm pretty sure I would have held her back.
Jay Black.
Pretty sure of it.
Jay Black has joined Michael Sean's side of the
she wouldn't have been in stripping. She wouldn't have met Mace because it's like none of that would have happened.
Would have been no Rough Riders. She would have just been Spanky's girl. That's it.
Yeah, that would have been. Yeah, That's
it. See, I feel like that about multiple women that I was with. They did better. It was a good thing.
She definitely upgraded. Well, we don't know what we could have did. I don't know. Maybe that altered my trajectory. We don't know. We have no. Maybe I would have been her manager in the beginning, and then flip that in. Who knows? Who knows how? We are where we belong.
That would have worked out so well. Her being around a bunch of dudes 24/7 on tour. That would have worked out.
Oh God, that's all love though. No, she was always a good girl. She was definitely good. She was good. But good luck to her. That's dope.
Stacey bitch said, you sure wouldn't have let her rap.
I probably wouldn't have. Just me knowing me. There's no way you're gonna be working in a strip club. There's zero chance.
Hey, everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason.
Lady Q with the mouth closed. Zip. The Lady Q laughed. She always like, that don't make no damn sense. Like, we were young.
We weren't meant to be.
We weren't meant to be. I wouldn't be with you now, Lady Q. Just think about that.
Think about that. You wouldn't have the blessings.
Yeah, we wouldn't have Caden.
You wouldn't have Caden.
We wouldn't have 10-year wedding anniversaries and 16 years ago. We wouldn't have
on trips.
We wouldn't have done none of that.
Wouldn't been no sweatshop in the house where you grinding over the making t-shirts and hoodies and sweating. 15 hours a day.
You wouldn't have wokeupinspired.com.
You wouldn't have wokeupinspired.com.
Keep telling them, Mike, all the good stuff. Because that's that good stuff right there. She wouldn't have had that. Supportive husband.
You wouldn't have had a supportive husband who wears antagonizing shirts to parent-teacher conferences. You wouldn't have had that. You
would rock it like that. You wouldn't have had that. Yeah. Your life would be completely different. That's crazy how, though, in life, where we're at, how little things can alter. But they say we are where we're supposed to be, Mike. That's what they say. We are where we're supposed to be. He had that City Blue. Shut up, Coco. Not the sweat. It's Mike. But we are where we're supposed to be. Relationships, things work out. The people you date and talk to when you're younger, usually that's not your forever person. Generally, the person you're with in high school is very rare that that's your forever person. Your middle school boyfriend, girlfriend, your young high school,
absolutely
even
not.
Your senior, even your 12th grade girlfriend, boyfriend.
I mean, I did marry my 12th grade girl, but yeah,
not your forever. It's not your forever.
It was not your forever. It was not my forever.
So it's rare.
Not my forever.
It's rare. So
it's rare. It's rare. No, you're right.
Rare. Ain't nobody watching this show right now that's with your high school sweetheart.
That's right. She won. You won. Your prize was Lady Q, being in all seriousness somebody who changed you. If Jay Black would have been in the mix with Eve and somehow another been able to deal with his insecurities of having her around a bunch of dudes like DMX and the whole Rough Rider crew and being on tour with Jay-Z, Memphis Bleak, and the rest of them dudes. And
I couldn't even handle Drag. Remember Drag On trying to holler at somebody I was with one time. I couldn't even handle that.
Not try and holler.
He did try.
Drag asked for a light.
No, he was trying to holler. He was trying to holler. I saw it. I said, yo, this Mike said you tried to ask for a light. No, he tried to holler. You was there. You saw it, Mike.
I saw him ask for a light.
I ain't built for the industry with relationship. I can't do it.
He asked for...
You stay with me or you can't go. Either be right next to me the whole time or you can't go. I would have ruined Eve's career. I know.
You would have ruined it. But that's but that is, listen, that is the evolution of knowing. Yes, I would have held you back. Yes. To all the women who relationships didn't work out with me, guess what? I did you a favor. I ruined a relationship so you could flourish in your life. Some high school sweethearts work out. Look at LeBron. All right.
Now you're taking it too far. All right, you got the top, come on. Come on. You know damn well.
Yo, until the Diddy tapes drop. No, I'm playing.
You know this dude's about to go to the league and be a multi-million. Where you going? Oh,
Hey, love
speaking of
is
money,
love.
Joel Embiid just got his contract, 3 years, 192 million. All my Sixers people out there, Joel Embiid, he just signed a 3-year deal extension for 192 million. So we got Embiid for a minute, and they agreed on the Sixer Stadium being downtown Philly. We're not going to Camden, which is a big deal. They was trying to put us in Camden, Mike, over the bridge. They have the Sixers games. Who wants a Sixers Stadium in Camden, New Jersey? Nah. So they agreed.
No, all I know is I saw the prototype of what they were gonna build, and I would have done it. I would not be. I would
How
not
whack
be.
is that? Have a Philly team crossing the bridge to go to Jersey to your Sixers games. Trash.
It happens all the time.
It's trash. Nah, we ain't. I'm so glad the mayor and all them figured that out.
That's going to be a mess. What they're about to do downtown is going to be a mess. But hey, I don't care. I'm like, all right, they're talking about take the train. People are going to take the train. People ain't going to take no train. That traffic's going to be sick. There was a lot of solid lines being crossed back then. A lot of solid lines being crossed back then. All right, don't forget, after I criticized the Republican and Democratic Party, the first Friday in October is our first fundraiser for Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends. Diddy wrote checks, crimes that his money can't cash. I don't feel sorry for him. He made choices, and now he's dealing with the consequences like every other human being has to. Facts on facts. October 4th is our first fundraiser for Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends. Get your coffee money. October 4th, get your coffee money that you normally spend on coffee. You send it here because StreamYard has raised the prices to keep this show up. Just going to tell you. So call me a hypocrite. Go ahead. I ain't make 100 million with Oprah in an hour. I'm just telling you that's what we're going to do. Whatever you can put out there, it'll be October 4th will be the first one. Nah, Sean, I was keeping the
Cheltenham Mall City Blue open. That's if who know. From my Philly people, Cheltenham Mall City Blue, that was the wave. That was it.
I can't believe y'all called that a mall. That was a rancher.
That was it for us.
It wasn't even a second floor. There was one. There was
one level. And it went down the slope. You got a little slope down. And that original cookie factory right in the middle. Remember the chocolate chip cookies there? And then the City Blue was over to Cheltenham Mall. That was it, Mike.
First time I went to that, and then I really gotta get out of here. The radio station, one of the spots the radio station was in wasn't too far from there. And they're like, we going to the Cheltenham Square Mall. You want to come? And I was like, all right, let me go. And I was like, oh, this is a plaza. This is not a mall. This is an indoor plaza.
Shady. Cheltenham Mall was it. Stop the hate, Mike.
Literally could walk the entire mall in 10 minutes. I forget the stores that were at the end of it. It was 10 minutes with one little movie theater in there. They was like, yo, we're going to the mall. I was like, the parking lot was big. The parking lot was as big as the ShopRite parking lot. It was, I was like, what?
That felt gigantic back in the day. We're going to the mall. We're going to City Blue. Hit up there. We hanging out.
I don't even think they had a food court. I think the store was connected. I think it was like City Blue, and next to it was like a Burger King. It was just connected. It wasn't. I don't even think there was a food court.
I remember a food court. Now did you say that? Is the cookie place?
The restaurants were outside in the parking lot. I think there was a Wendy's or something. There was a Wendy's, and then there was a liquor. I always did a liquor store. There was a liquor store past that on the left-hand side on the corner.
Lady Q,
I said the same thing the first time I went. Lady Q, I was like, what? The Cheltenham Square Mall. Y'all dropped the square. Y'all already knew. I can't believe that shit wasn't a mall. It was a group of stores that happened to be together. That's all it was.
But those who know, the Cedarbrook Mall had the food court. Facts, right up the road, straight up a little bit up.
That's how small it was. It was up the road. They like, let's build another one of these. It was so easy to build. They said, yo, let's build another one.
Wadsworth, what up, my Wadsworth people? Mike full of it.
That mall was so small, they didn't even need immigrants to build it. There is a store owners just put it together themselves. Like, yo, we can build this ourselves. We ain't got to pay nobody.
Cedarbrook Mall, Cheltenham Mall. That was all it. Because we couldn't go down to the gallery all the time. It was too far. So
and there was an apartment complex across the street from the Cheltenham Mall.
Yes.
It was right there, and I looked. Somebody I knew, I dropped somebody off there.
was the name of that? I can't remember the name of that. Yes, the apartment complex.
The parking
right
lot was bigger
next
than the mall. Yeah, it was. But I almost got an apartment right there. And they were like, yeah, you can get an apartment there because you'll be right across the street from the mall. So I was like, yo, let me check this out. I was like, motherfucker.
What was the name of it? Longwood? Was it Longwood Gardens? Linwood Gardens. I think it was Linwood Gardens. Is it Linwood?
Gardens. It was. I gotta go. I can't remember this. I gotta go. Yeah, it was Linwood.
It was Linwood. Yeah, Linwood Gardens. Yes.
Yo, lived there. I dropped somebody off there. Did Raphael live there? I don't even know why we doing this. Y'all don't even know.
He did. Yeah, we had a co-worker at the radio station.
R.I.P. to
Burlington
Center.
Remember Burlington Center?
Burlington Center in Jersey had two floors, had an arcade, had a huge intro, a little thing in the beginning.
These malls are dying, dude.
Yeah, shout to Amazon. They killed everything. Love me for who I am. That's the fact.
Oh, God. The mall, Amazon, online shopping. The gallery was for the Camdenites.
If me and Jay, Amazon has destroyed malls so bad. If me and Jay wanted to open a store at the Morristown Mall right now, we could. Dog, it's ridiculous. There's nothing there.
It's closed down. Yeah, the majority. So it's the same thing within the Shamity Mall. I noticed
they got a hospital in the parking lot. There's Cooper Hospital's in it now. All right, let's get out of here. We will talk to y'all Tuesday. Instagram at Mike Sean Comedy. Follow me on that. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. Understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight
have fun this weekend, people. Have fun.
Have fun. Fight for your happiness. Never let anyone or anything take it from you. From Michael Sean, Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C-Chong. We are gone.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend, where the truth hurts.